Welcome to the month of May, Pisces. I am citrinechaka, and this is the Metaphysical Moonlighters channel. Please subscribe to this channel and also like this video. Now, this video is going to apply to you if you have Pisces rising, or Moon in Pisces, or Sun in Pisces. Okay, so check out all three of those videos. And what I'm going to do is break down what's going on each week of this month. So let's go ahead and get started. So Pisces, on May 2nd, we have Mercury in a trine to Pluto. And for you, this is happening in your third house and your 11th house. So this is a great time for you to be networking because your communication skills are going to be in a great synergy to your friends. The way you communicate is going to come across as very dynamic to certain groups, certain associations. So this is a great aspect for you. In fact, for most signs, this day when Mercury is in a trine to Pluto, it is going to manifest in a good way for most zodiac signs. Now, also on the 3rd, you have a square. You have Mercury in a square to Jupiter. So there's going to be something, maybe there's something that you do on a spiritual level. You might try to communicate that to someone, but it's like they are not ready to hear that just yet. Okay. So you might come across someone who is detached, or you yourself, you might come across as being detached, because that is the energy of when Mercury is in a square to Jupiter. You might be detaching yourself from some information or from some person or from some situation. Okay. Now let's look at what you can expect the week of May 9th. So we start the week off. With the new moon in Taurus. So for you, the new moon in Taurus is happening in your third house. The third house can deal with technology. It can deal with communication. It can even deal with short distance travel, as well as how you interact with your siblings and your close neighbors. So this new moon is a great time for you to set new intentions surrounding how you feel about technology, or surrounding how you communicate with others. Okay. Also, one big thing that's happening this month, especially for you because you're Pisces, Jupiter is moving into Pisces on the 13th. This is going to be a very fortunate time for a lot of Jupiter and Pisces, for Pisces people, basically. Okay. This is a very spiritual energy when Jupiter is in Pisces, because remember, Jupiter expands wherever it is located, and Jupiter is going to be expanding Pisces energy. Okay, so this can be a very spiritual time for a lot of people, because remember, Neptune is in Pisces, and Neptune is that part of us where we dream, where we don't mind being in touch with our intuition and our psychic abilities. So this can be a very spiritual time for a lot of Pisces rising people once Jupiter moves into Pisces. Okay. Now, on the 11th, we have Mars in a sextile to Uranus. And this is happening in your area dealing with romance, and also your area dealing with communication. So this is a great time for you to go out and date. This is a great time for you to have romance in your relationships. This is a great time for you to profess your love for someone in a relationship. And also on the 12th, we have Mercury in a trine to Saturn. So there might be something that you are working on behind the scenes related to your home situation around the 12th. Okay. Now let's see what's going on the week of May 16th. So the week of May 16th, you will be networking again. You will be some of you might even be giving speeches because it's dealing with the third house. The third house deals with how you communicate. So you will definitely be communicating with groups, with your friends. So overall, that is going to be a great day. Now, one thing you need to watch out for this week, you have the sun in a square to Jupiter. And when the sun is in a square to Jupiter in your first and first houses, again, you might butt heads with a family member on your outlook on life. So you might have a certain perspective on something, but your family might feel a little bit differently. So just watch out for that around the week of May 16th. Now, moving on to the week of May 23rd, we have Saturn going retrograde. And for you, it's happening in your 12th house. Your 12th house is the house of secrets. It's the house of behind the scenes activity. It's the house of secrets. So when Saturn goes retrograde there, you might find yourself, if you've been a little bit stressed out about something you're working on behind the scenes, or if you've been stressed out about the way your spirituality, your spiritual life is going, when Saturn goes retrograde, you will feel sort of like a burden has been lifted, like you can express yourself more related to things you're working on behind the scenes. Okay. Now, also on the 29th, we have Mercury in a conjunction to Venus, and this is happening in your 4th house. The 4th house is the house of home. So you might find yourself communicating more from a loving place when you communicate with your family around this time, which is really great. But also remember, Mercury is going retrograde on the 29th as well, and it is going retrograde in your 4th house. So that's everything I have for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking this video, for subscribing, and also for sharing the video. Now, if you would like a private reading, you can book a reading right at my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. Everyone have a great month.